Y'all, have you seen this? Listen, if my maid of honor is not showing up like this, I don't want her. Why is she even in the wedding? She understood the assignment. I absolutely love it. But as a bridal seamstress, for any upcoming brides whose weddings haven't come, and you have a wedding dress that has a super long train, I want you to consider having a bustle. What is a bustle, you may ask? It's just a way of temporarily shortening your train so that you have freedom of movement and so that your maid of honor, even though that's what they're supposed to do, really, but it just gives you freedom of movement and you don't have to think about the train dragging. You don't have to think about anyone stepping on it because that bridesmaid did what she was supposed to do. But imagine that it had slipped off. Chances are someone could have stepped on the dress. She would have probably stepped on the dress. So it just gives you peace of mind and freedom of movement. So this is an example of what I was talking about. I love visuals. So again, shortening the train just temporarily so that you have freedom of movement. So you can see the train here. And then with a loop and a hook, you can just bring up the train so that it looks like that. And so that no one's worrying about holding your train. No one's worried about stepping on your train. Because sometimes, depending on the type of wedding that you have or what happens after your ceremony, I love that the maid of honor was there. But sometimes, like for a first dance, what's going to happen when the bride and the groom are dancing? Like the maid of honor is not always going to be there. So a bustle would work perfectly so that it gives you freedom of movement. And quick example of a bustle that I have done.
First, we want to bustle the lining. So I have a hook and a loop on the back center seam. So take your loop, twist it a few times, and then hook it onto the hook that's there, and then just adjust it. So that's the first step. We're doing the lining first, and then we will go onto the actual lace. We have 3 loops on 3 seams, so just follow the seams, and you will probably find them closer to some flower applique, but I'm just showing you where exactly. Those loops go onto some hooks. There's 3 hooks right at the skirt flare, where the skirt flares out. Take the first center loop on the center seam and twist that, and then hook it onto the corresponding hook on that seam. Then you could go either on the left or on the right. Same thing, find the loop and then twist, hook that onto the next hook, then find the other loop and then twist that, hook it onto the hook, and then untwist. Untwisting locks the bustle in place, and there you have it.
And it's not a one size fit all. It really depends on the type of dress that you have. There's several bustle options. I find that seamstresses get pretty creative with the bustles that they do. They can be so many points or 1 point. Again, it just depends on the type of dress that you have and the type of movement that is going to go on during your wedding. So please consider getting a bustle if you have a dress with a long train that you would like kind of out of the way when you're enjoying your wedding day. If you're in the Memphis area, and you need wedding dress alterations, let me know. All right, that's all I had to say. But that bridesmaid, maid of honor, she ate, understood the assignment. Oh, and past brides, did you have a bustle for your wedding dress? If you're on a different platform and can post pictures, please post pictures. I want to see your wedding dress with a bustle. All right.